Just take a look at it, can't hurt you. Earth is not a spinning ball. We never landed on the moon either. Anyone interested in looking at 10 things in here? Would you like to look at it? There's 10 things. Would you like to look at it? 10 things in here. Nah? You think yeah. I know. 2.5 years ago I said that's a crazy idea. And then I studied it. Yeah, I studied it. Yeah. So there's no curvature. Try and find some and let me know if you do. I will never hear from you again. Earth is not a spinning ball. Earth is not a spinning ball. Would you care to look at this? There's 10 things in here. Make you think a little. No? Okay. You may ask a question. I'll show you. No, but the government has.
Oh, you haven't seen it though?
No.
But the government lies.
Have you been to Antarctica?
The government lies.
Yes, they do.
Where's the edge?
Okay. This is the edge. Antarctica goes all the way around.
Okay.
See, on the ball, it's about 9,000 miles around.
Right, but there's no land to the edge.
But here, there is 60,000 miles. And Captain James Cook logged 60,000 miles in his journal.
Okay.
So that one fits. This one doesn't.
My question. There's no land that goes to the edge.
Well, as far as we know, there is land under the snow.
I don't know. That looks like all water to me. That's blue.
Well, no, the white stuff
That's snow?
is snow, but there's probably land under the snow.
I don't know, but the snow holds in the water?
The land under the snow holds the water in.
Okay, so if the snow melts, it just drips off the edge?
Well, it's pretty high up, they say. From what we understand, it's like this. So there's like 10 things in here you can look at.
No, that's okay. I'm fine.
You are fine?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if anybody ever saw the edge.
Yes. Last year,
Well, you're saying this guy that went 60,000 miles, he saw it.
well, he followed the coast. He followed the coast. Did you know last year Senator John Kerry flew down to Antarctica, and he flew in 300 miles from the coast?
And he saw it?
Obviously.
Kerry, he's a government guy.
Obviously.
Yeah, but
And they also have religious ceremonies down there.
Yeah,
they tell you that.
You got to remember, Kerry's a government guy.
Yes, I know. So we shouldn't believe that. They lie about.
Kerry would too.
I think so.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to know if anybody ever saw the edge. But they did.
What do you think? There's 10 things in here you can look at it.
Okay, thank you.
It is an interesting idea, if anything. Sure. Would you like one of my brochures? Okay. I'm just showing people the evidence, that's all. Yep, thank you. What do you think, guys?
What do you got going on?
Did you ever hear about it before?
Yeah, I've heard some about it.
Yeah, well, I have a little brochure you can look at.
Yeah?
Yep.
Thank you.
And the other side's a different.
Yeah?
Yep. This is the map. This is a map that we're using. Antarctica goes around and North Pole's in the center.
Very interesting. Are you here with anyone? Are you here with the car, or are you just?
I'm here on free speech.
Okay. I was just wondering, are you with the church or anything? You just come by, or?
I'm here on free speech.
Okay. No.
That's it.
Okay.
And on the back of that, there's two links on the back here, and you can watch the video that has everything on my banners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the information.
You're welcome. See, that was their recon person they send out to find out information from me. Earth is not a spinning ball. Did you ever hear about this, sir? Okay. Earth is not a spinning ball. Earth is not a spinning ball. Would you like to look at my brochure? You want me to turn around? The other side's different. Government would never lie to us, right? Government would never lie, right? I think this is the whopper they told. Everything else is peanuts compared to this.
Do you actually believe that stuff?
No, I know it. I went to Wildwood and filmed Atlantic City, 32.6 miles away. It should have been down 681 feet, and I had street lights. No, I'm not lying to you at all. You have to look for curvature, and you won't find any.
So, how do you explain the pictures from up?
Well, you have to believe there's an outer space. And it's a wild idea, but we think it's like
I
this.
can't believe you believe this crap.
No, we think it's more like this with a dome. And if you look up lightning sprites, you will see high altitude lightning coming off the dome. So you will hear about this again, I'm sure, from somebody else. And then you'll say, well, you know what? Maybe there's something to it.
No, I'm going to say everybody's just freaking crazy. It's been proven.
Really? But the government would never lie to you, right?
It has nothing to do with the government.
Well, it has everything to do with the government because they're filling our kids' heads with all this spinning ball garbage. This is the
How do you
lie.
explain the Earth rotating around the sun around
Because
everything
it
else?
doesn't do that. The Earth is stationary.
It too, because they were on the moon too, and they took pictures.
Well, I'm telling you that all of the governments who signed,
China was up there too.
all the governments that
China
signed,
was
excuse me, do you want me to answer you or not?
China would say it was flat.
I can't answer you if you're going to talk.
China would say it was flat. I don't
53 countries signed the Antarctic Treaty. 53 countries. China would not lie.
not for that.
China would not lie. That's a real intelligent answer. China would not lie. China would not lie. They would only kill millions of people, but they would never lie, right? Right?
Sounds about right.
There's 10 things in there you can think about. Don't want to think about it today. No thinking today. No thinking today. This is a tough crowd. Earth is not a spinning ball. Would you like to look at my brochure? 10 things in there you can think about. I want to go past, and I don't want to go past those. Can I squeeze through there? I don't want to get near those cars. Would you like my brochure?
Sure, what's that?
That's a torus field. Do you know anything about electromagnetics?
I would say.
Yeah? Cool. So this is a torus field. We live in here on the inertial plane. This is the Aurora Borealis, North Pole. Antarctica goes around. That's how I perceive this. And if you look at, there's this guy on YouTube, Ken Wheeler, and he talks about this. Even though he doesn't admit that we live on the inertial plane, everything he says backs up this theory. And he's the expert on electromagnetics.
Nice.
Would you like to put that in your pocket? Discuss it. It's a good conversation, if anything. Even if you'd never accept it, it's a good conversation. Were you in the service? My dad was a Navy pilot and then a math teacher. It's really not hard to understand. It just takes an open mind, somebody willing to look at the evidence despite what you've been told to believe.
This pizza might not make it.
Do you have a question?
I'm just reading.
Okay, you can read. I'll take a break.
Is it the same on both sides?
No, you have to go around the other side. This is all the bad stuff NASA's doing. NASA and Hollywood are one and the same. Walt Disney was on the first board of NASA, along with Werner von Braun. from Germany. See, the Operation Paperclip after the Germany's World War II, they brought a bunch of those scientists over. They wanted their rocket technology, but then they used it for ill purposes. Our own government, see? They're into fooling us. If they could fool us, they can rule us. See, the truth will set us free, and we have to know. We have to decide these things for ourselves. So on the back of the brochure I gave your daughter there's 2 underlined links, and they're both on my channel, but they're unlisted, so you won't see them until you type in the link, and then it'll give you the 200 proofs video. And then you can watch everything that you see on my banners. And then test what you don't know. I had to study perspective for about a week or 2 because it just couldn't sink into my head. This can't be true, I kept saying. And once I stopped saying it can't be true, it came clear. So I hope you look into it. I think you're curious. And hungry. I'll be around a little bit. This is a pretty big car show. Earth is not a spinning ball. It doesn't matter if they laugh. At least if they're laughing, then they've seen it, right? Would you like one of my brochures? 10 things in there you might want to think about. Earth is not a spinning ball. Would you like one of my brochures? Earth is not a spinning ball. We never landed on the moon. Anyone want to think today? I got 10 things on my brochure. It'll make you really think about it. You interested? I'll bring it over to you.
I get that way when I drank too much.
What?
Big stupid stuff like that.
Yeah? Like we were spinning on a ball 700 miles an hour in Pennsylvania?
Probably.
That's a stupid thing if you ask me.
So what do the astronauts see up in the air when they land?
Well, first you have to believe that there's an outer space.
Okay. Oh, so there's nothing up there.
Actually, there is. There is something up there.
And I guess you're going to say, well, there's no God or anything like that.
It's a dome. There's a dome up there. It's called the firmament.
Okay.
Do you believe the Bible?
I do.
You do?
But you're not selling me anything.
No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just saying there's 240 verses in the Bible that talk about the flat earth. And I have
Must have fell off the end of it then, right?
No, the government's lying to us. That's why they took that fake picture from so-called outer space, because they wanted to get rid of God. They wanted to get rid of the Creator because that was their only obstacle to taking over the world. See, if they could fool us, they can rule us, and we're nothing but cattle to them. I'm what? Drugs? I don't touch them. I don't touch drink or drugs. See? They think I'm on drugs. Earth is not a spinning ball. Would anyone like one of my brochures?
Not really.
No thinking today, right? No thinking. Would you like one?
Hold on, look at the board.
They want you to take this so you can give it to them because they're too ashamed. They're too ashamed to say they're curious.
Got
I'm
it.
curious. I'm reading your map here.
All right. Sounds good. You got a question?
I do.
All right. Go ahead.
The Earth is flat today.
Today?
Let's hear me out.
All right, I'll hear you
The Earth
out.
is flat tomorrow.
Okay.
Why does it matter? All right, our government lied to us.
Right?
And
Right.
haven't they lied to us?
Well,
So-
that's true.
So I'm going to die.
Yeah.
The Earth is flat or round.
Right?
My grandchildren are going to die. Earth flat or round.
Right?
So where is the issue at?
Well, see, there's a lot of suffering caused by lies, and I think that it's connected to a lot of other lies that the government's telling us. If we figure this one out, then we'll know not to believe what the government's telling us.
You said if we figure this one out.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Listen.
Give me the rest of this. I tell you after that.
So I think it's child abuse to lie to children.
No, you always lie to children. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. That's not true. If you do unto somebody else, you want them to do that to you, but they're not going to do it to you. That's an unreasonable expectation that someone else is going to treat you the same way.
I expect the government to be truthful. I expect that. And they're not doing that. So I'm going to hold them accountable. That's what we're supposed to do. Is
Well,
good.
and I hear you coming from an environment where the government has always lied to people of color. This isn't unexpected. If this was the truth,
All right.
it's not unexpected for me.
Okay.
All right. I mean, a young lady just now was found not guilty of killing her child and the cheerleader mom, 18-year-old cheerleader mom.
Oh, I heard
she
something
was,
about
she
that.
was found not guilty of that. But a woman of color who lied about putting their child living in a different zip code got 5 years.
Yeah. Oh, was she a woman of color?
That's it.
In the school
So,
district?
Yeah, so you got it. See that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
So,
know.
all right,
I know.
So that's I get it. This right here ain't on top of my list.
I
Top of
know.
my list is on equity.
Yeah, but see, now wait a minute. If all the people knew this, see, this you can prove with evidence.
Who this?
This can be proven with everything you see every day. And if we can prove, if we can get more people to open their eyes and
If
see
we
the
can
evidence.
prove, so
No,
you
it is proven.
You got a shadow of a doubt somewhere.
See, I don't have a shadow of doubt because I went to Wildwood and I filmed Atlantic City 32.6 miles away. That should have been down over the curve 681 feet. And it's not. See, water's always level no matter what.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so
You know, if you actually fly a plane, my fiance's uncle flies planes, and you can see the curvature. It's pretty high.
well, I disagree with that. See what you
think the Earth is flat?
what you're saying is the Earth, the horizon is always at your eye level. Number one, and the other thing about curvature is that you can see only a defined distance. Like let's just say 10 miles. Okay. And you're seeing it 10 miles all around you, and you think, well, that circle is a curve. It's not. It's not curving down. You need a curvature formula for that, and there's that. That's the curvature
But
formula.
you do understand how big the Earth is, so you're.
How big is the Earth? Tell me something about. How big is this?
It's definitely bigger than that.
How big? Yes, that's
I
right.
don't know by science, but
24,901. That's only 8 United States around the equator.
if you go around in a circle, it's probably.
Excuse me, ma'am. So
Yeah.
I read your pamphlet. Are you saying if
So why is your
if
globe
everything-
a circle? It should be flat.
That's what she said.
Hold on.
This is the map that we're using. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes around.
What's your question?
If everything from that, I read your pamphlet. So if everything from NASA was fake and played in a pool, what happened with the Challenger that actually exploded? Are you saying the Challenger was fake?
I'm saying that we have pictures. We have pictures of those people still alive.
Are you sure they wanted to took them before that and photoshopped them
No,
fake?
today. Today, we have pictures today that they're still alive today.
I didn't even think about that.
Is there any proof?
If you watch those videos, then you will be led to other things where you can look at these things. It's a big thing. I can't get to all of it at one time.
So you're saying you have an ice wall around the world?
Yes. Yes. See, Captain Cook, he logged 60,000 miles in his journal. This is 60,000 miles, okay? This is only 9,000 miles.
Captain James Cook logged 60,000 miles around Antarctica in 1755. Are you saying to me that this man walked 60,000 miles?
He sailed a ship along the coast.
Sailed a ship in Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Isn't it cold?
Sure, it's cold.
So.
Yeah, but it's not cold. It's not cold like they tell us. There's even warm lakes that we have reports of in Antarctica. Yeah, it's something that you have to just look into and figure it out. You can figure this all out in your mind. And look for curvature. There's 10 things on there. Would you like one, sir? You have to watch the 200 proofs. If you watch the 200 proofs video, it'll give you everything on my banner. See, here's number 71, there's 143. And you can figure this out.
Ma'am, I'm the security coordinator here.
Yeah, how you doing?
This is private property.
I understand that. Do you know the law?
Yes, you're on private property.
No,
I can ask
you don't
to
know.
leave at any time.
No, call the cops right
Okay,
now.
I
Call
can-
the cops.
I will.
Call the cops.
I can text any one of them right now.
Go ahead, call the cops, because I got the law on my side.
are
You
you not
don't
willing
know
to
the
leave?
First Amendment.
Are you not willing to
I am
leave?
not leaving.
Okay.
Not till I'm ready.
Okay. I will have them come.
the police here already. Hey, Jay Black, private property. They're have to leave that.
Nope. Nope.
Private property will be.
Nope.
Yes, this is private property.
Nope. Nope. I'm here under First Amendment. This is a public event. Are you police?
No, it's not public.
We all paid to get in.
This is a public. No, you didn't.
I guess so.
What, for your trucks? Okay, I don't have an event. I don't have a truck here or a car.
But it was an invitation.
I didn't pay to get in here. Any spectator is free to come in.
You're not spectating.
I am. Do you want a copy of the law?
Don't need it.
I have 13 cases here. What?
So earlier you mentioned that the Challenger didn't blow up, that the people are still alive. Is that correct? Did I get that right?
That's what I have seen.
Okay.
I don't know them personally.
Okay. All right. What about so there's a hip hop artist, Tupac. People question his death. Do we know if that happened or not? Okay, I'm just asking because you seem to know a lot of information that some of us don't know.
I don't want to speculate. I don't know those people personally, but I do know there's no curvature. I know that for a fact.
Okay. All right. That's an interesting perspective.
And talking about perspective, you have to study perspective because the sun is very close. It's like, I say it's within 10 miles.
You think the sun is within 10 miles?
That's my personal opinion. Okay?
10 miles.
That's very close.
Wait a minute.
So wait a minute. You said
If the sun was 10 miles away, you don't think we would be ash?
No, because it's not what they're telling you. It's not a giant ball of burning gases.
So, what is it?
It's a filament.
Jersey is flat.
It's a filament.
That's all. Jersey's flat. That's all you need to
There's
know.
a couple mountains in Jersey, all right?
Wait, is there a central Jersey? Is there central Jersey? Is it north and south Jersey?
I don't know what your question is. I have
There
no
is a
idea.
central Jersey. Okay, I live in Jersey.
Are you all from New Jersey? Is that what's going on here?
I live in New Jersey.
how high do airplanes fly?
How what?
How high do airplanes fly?
from the moon.
Well, I saw that 37,000 feet,
Ask about Area 51.
How many feet on the mile?
They don't go.
5280.
How many miles is that?
7.
So
7.
you're saying the sun is 3 miles above an airport?
1 mile equals 3,000. Can you do
Yep, because we have a video, and I know it's strange. You shouldn't believe everything you see, but there's a video of a plane flying and looking down into a cloud, and there's a sun in there.
How many
So
feet
you have to look at that, and you think, well, what is that?
What do I look up?
So there's things you have to look at and think about.
10 miles.
I can't say for fact.
52,800.
I said 5280. 5280 is a mile.
I know, no, but I was
So there's 5280, 5,280 feet, and 10 miles. So the sun is only 10 miles away, is what you're saying.
I said that, but
All
I
right.
said, you mean, Airplane ground at 30,000 feet.
But see, the sun is very small.
You're saying the plane's only 2
It's
miles
small and close. It's small and close. Pardon? You ought to be locked up, not me.
I can respect your opinion, but I don't agree.
That's fine. That's fine. Did you want to talk about 10 things in here? Did you have one of these?
I stole his.
Okay, it'll make you think.
No.
Anybody can think about this. You can think about it.
10 miles. The sun is 10 miles.
So,
Just have an open mind. Look at the evidence. Don't go on what you were taught in school. That's what I'm saying.
that's all you started it. So, who started that?
No, is she going?
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
All right,
Let's storm Area 51.
All right, so.
Is Area 51 real?
I don't know. I'm just teaching the facts and the evidence here. Okay? I took everything off of the video. Well, no, wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
Don't you believe everything on the internet?
He put that one together, but
Google does not lie.
all these doctors and scientists have written books about this over the years, and they're being censored in the schools.
Watch out, Popo.
There's a lot of evidence. Right here.
Drugs are a powerful thing, Tim Holman.
Okay, there's a lot of evidence. And here are the books. And you should take a picture of this and look up some of these books, because they're being censored from the students. Samuel Rowbotham.
Oh, he's getting pulled over. Very true.
The flat earth is different. It's a different model totally than what you've been taught.
Property in the event folks that are renting this want her to leave. So,
Hi, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Excellent. What's going on?
Well, you see what's going on.
I don't. I just got here. You wanna
Okay.
fill me in a little bit?
Well, he told you his story.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you that the First Amendment overrides anything, even in public or private property. If there's a public event, which anyone from the public can come here and walk around and talk, free speech is allowed.
I understand that. I'm not here
Okay.
to argue that, but I am here to argue with you that this is a private event hosted by Calvary Church.
Right.
So, and they would like you to
So
leave.
what makes
you're
this
gonna
private?
leave.
Are we told that no public can come here and view these cars? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm
It's
saying.
open to the
Calvary-
public.
It is.
Okay,
Calvary
that
Church-
makes free speech right
Stop
over
cutting me off.
any of that.
Stop cutting me off. Calvary Church is hosting the event.
Yep.
Calvary Church doesn't want you on their property. If you continue and you don't leave on your own, I will be taking you out.
You must call your supervisor.
I'm sure he's on his way.
I'm good.
Now.
Because I know my rights and I know the law.
I know your rights also.
No, you don't.
I do.
Or you would be telling him that I have my right to
Or
be
do you
here.
want to leave before you?
No, I'm not leaving.
You are leaving.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
What? Give me one reason why you're not leaving.
Because I have the right to be here
No, you don't.
under the
Calvary
law.
Church.
No, it doesn't
is a
matter.
Private entity.
It doesn't
they
matter.
do not want you here.
It doesn't matter.
You need to leave.
No,
The
I'm
same
sorry.
as if it were a
Call your
business.
supervisor right now.
You don't need the supervisor.
You call him right now.
I don't take orders from you.
You call your supervisor right now.
You are leaving right
No,
now.
I'm not.
And
And
I'm
you
gonna
may
give
not
you another
touch me. You may not touch my things.
You cannot tell me what to do.
You are being filmed.
I don't care. That's
Okay.
Great. You cannot be here. Calvary Church,
No.
as the group,
I'm
the
sorry.
private organization, does not want you here. The same as if somebody were causing a disturbance in a business.
I'm not causing a disturbance.
You are. You're
The 13th one on here says Marsh versus Alabama, and they had there was a shipping company that built a town for its employees, and the shipping company said no Jehovah's Witnesses could walk on their streets. But the Supreme Court ruled that if it was open to the public, then they had the right to be there. This is a public event.
This is a private event.
It's a public event. Anyone from the public can come here.
It's a private event.
Then you must call your supervisor.
I told you, you don't need my supervisor.
I am asking, and you are obligated to get your supervisor.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
You are
Why don't you step away
obligated.
so we can
No,
talk
I'm
more
not
in
stepping
person?
away. I'm standing right here. You are obligated to get your supervisor.
Where's your car?
I'm not telling you that. You are obligated to get the supervisor.
I'm not obligated. to get
You
the
are.
supervisor. Where's your car?
You're obligated to get the supervisor.
Disrupting my calendar, and
We should disrupt
it
it.
got pretty heated here, and I actually
Oh, it did not. It did not.
Saying to people.
She's arguing that the world is flat, and they're arguing.
It was
back.
not heated at all.
Mike's been following her for about half hour, 45 minutes now.
Okay.
This is a fundraiser. Why do you want to disrupt the fundraiser? It just doesn't make sense. It's not fair.
Hannes.
H-A-N.
I can read.
Okay. Not here to argue that either.
It's not really an emergency as of yet, but I am being harassed by a Mr. K, Calvary Church of Souderton. Officer K. Hannes is harassing me, and I have asked him to get his supervisor, and he has refused. I think I have the right to have his supervisor here in Souderton.
Oh, okay. All right. If you go,
Yeah, I asked him.
Is this Montgomery County? Certainly. No, it's
No,
Bucks.
it's not.
It's Bucks County. This would be Hilltown.
yeah, up there before.
215-527-8593.
Getting nasty about it.
Marilynteed.
Fun.
T-E-E-D.
Yeah. Chris is calling in now.
Thank you.
Well, your second 911 call got my supervisor here, so that's something. He's going to tell you the
that
same
him?
thing that I'm telling you right now. I'm going to ask them, where, did you come in a car or a some
The
kind of
only
van?
issue that you should be talking to me about is the rights and the law.
Okay. Okay. Second 911 call.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Do you have a soliciting permit?
No?
Okay, have you been invited here or have you paid a fee to be here?
No?
Okay. Gentlemen are representatives of Calvary Church.
Okay?
They are asking you to depart the property.
Right?
They are legally allowed to ask you to do that.
And I'm legally allowed to refuse.
Then you will be getting charged for defiant trespass.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the law?
Go ahead and cite it to me because I feel like you're going to tell me.
Marsh versus Alabama, Supreme Court ruling on the First Amendment. I'm here under a First Amendment speech, free speech. I can go anywhere the public is allowed to go. Okay, the public is allowed to attend this event. I have every right to be here.
So do they have to pay to be here? Or is there
Each of the vendors and cars do that.
okay, as far as people attending, parking?
People can come in and be a part of the fundraiser as well.
But as far as like attending and parking, do they have to pay an entrance fee? Okay. Here's what you can do. You can be on the sidewalk in the very front
Trophies in 10 minutes by the DJ.
and do this all day long.
No, I can be anywhere the public is allowed to go to a public event. I've done this many times. I've done this for over 2 years now. I've been a lot of places, and I don't have a problem.
I'm sorry?
I don't have a problem anywhere I go.
Okay.
See, anywhere the public is allowed to go. See, here's the law, Marsh versus Alabama. I mean,
I understand that, and you can be a lawyer as far as I'm concerned.
Are you charging me with anything?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay, are you going to arrest me?
No, I'm not.
Are you going to give me a ticket?
No, I'm not.
Then I am free to go.
Then please go.
Thank you. Earth is not a spinning ball. Free speech wins again. Free speech wins again. Free speech wins again. That's my dad dies for. Free speech wins again. Earth is not a spinning ball. See, this is what gets me. This is amazing. This is what gets me. Earth is not a spinning ball. Did you guys ever hear about this? Ask your mom, are you allowed to have this and then talk about it? Okay. Earth is not a spinning ball. Earth is not a spinning ball. Would you like one of my brochures? Okay, would you like one? Come on, you were thinking about it. Why, you like one? No? Jeff, here, would you like to take this home?
Yes,
sure.
I see you at every show.
Do you?
Were you at Lansdale
Is this your vehicle?
Yeah, were you at Lansdale last week?
Yes, I was. Are you getting used to the idea?
So what's your goal?
Well,
like, it's one thing if somebody's like,
to
whatever,
just
trying
say
to
that the government is lying to us and they teach it in the schools, so that's child abuse, lying to children.
Yeah.
Did you ever get one of my
Yeah, I did.
brochures? Okay, cool.
So I guess we'll see it the next one.
Yeah, I think next, well, tonight is Lansdale by
They're doing a car.
Hot Rod at Lansdale.
What are your reasons of?
I just want to tell people that the government is lying to us about this kind of stuff, and they shouldn't lie to us.
How about this?
Did you ever get one of these?
No.
You may have it and take it home.
Okay, thank you.
Would you like one?
Sure.
Sure? Just think about it and look at the evidence and decide for yourself.
Okay.
Don't let anybody lie to you.
What's that?
What's what?
That's the earth.
Well, it's a different way of looking at the earth. That's what it is. It is. It's a different way of looking.
Me.
Right?
Yeah. I know where that is.
That's the earth? Yeah? It could be. Well, that's water going down a drain.
He wants what I have.
Are you allowed to? You're kind of young. You ask your mom and dad if you can look at that.
Hurry up, let me.
Okay. Okay, here, you want one? There you go. Thank you. Earth is not a spinning ball. Did you guys ever hear about this?
I have not.
Okay. Earth is not a spinning ball. Did you guys ever hear about this? Do you want to look at it? The earth is flat. Do you know that? How do you know that? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see your shirt. I went there. You're smart and you have my college shirt on. You're awesome. Okay. All right, guys. Look, I get no pleasure. I get absolutely no pleasure in speaking to the police that way. And I want that well known right now. I say hooray for free speech, but I never talk bad about the cops. They have a job to do. Unfortunately, the younger cop did not know the law, and he could have, handled that situation better. And these people who hate free speech and do not want, I'm talking to my video, I'm not talking to myself. So how you doing, guys? You certainly may.
Are you on crack or something?
Do you want to come here and talk to me that way? How disrespectful is that?
Well, the earth is round.
That's what you were told.
It's a ball.
Do you have any evidence of that?
Look at the photos online.
Do you never heard of CGI?
Well, ma'am, I got a question real quick.
Computer generated, so you don't even know what that is.
I got a question. How is...
I know what that is.
You have to believe that they're in space. Did you ever hear of a green screen? You never heard of a green screen?
Never heard of it. Know what a green screen. Have you heard of a pilot?
Okay.
Have you ever tried walking off the earth?
Here, this is what happens when they launch
Walk off the earth?
They launch. Now wait, I'm going to handle one question at a time.
Yeah.
You want to be respectful, I'll talk to you. If not, you're going to leave.
Well, you're
okay?
more respectful to them over there.
To who?
To the people over there.
Yeah, promoting the stuff.
That's why your son's
a dying little girl.
No, do you see me? Am I arrested?
No, but there's
okay.
cops over there.
Then let me tell you something. No. I won that whole situation there.
Then why are you promoting this at a dying girl's fundraiser?
Yeah, don't makes no sense.
This is evidence.
No one cares if it's evidence. Nobody likes this stuff. It's totally disrespectful.
That if you understand that the earth is flat, then you understand our mainstream medical community is not telling us the truth either.
Let me just go walk off the earth then. All right.
That little girl doesn't have to die.
You're right.
If she were to look into alternative methods of curing cancer, and it has a cure, then she wouldn't be dying. She may have to go to Tijuana because the pharmaceutical companies kicked out all the natural medicine in this country.
You mean Tijuana?
Yeah, Tijuana.
He's from Tijuana.
Yeah.
You go down there to Gerson's Medical. Gerson is that's the name of their healing center, and that girl can be healed.
There's no cure for cancer. There's
treatments. There's cure. There's cure for diabetes. There's cures.
Where's your evidence?
Cures. I know people who are cured of diabetes.
Okay, go on.
And there's lots of evidence of people who've been cured. But you will never get it through the mainstream medical. Mainstream medical community is all about alchemy.
Why do you think they want us to believe that the world's round?
Yeah, where do the planes go? Do the planes fly over on the earth, under the earth?
Yeah, how does that work?
Well, that's what I'd like to know.
Do circles around.
Okay, here you go.
That makes no sense.
How does the sun go like this? It doesn't go straight.
I'm not arguing.
It goes around us. It goes around us. The sun goes around us.
Yeah.
Right now it's about on the September 21st. It'll be on the equator, and then it'll go back. It'll go down to Capricorn, and it goes faster in Capricorn because it's longer.
Look.
See,
then it'll come back.
Guys. If she wants the answers, just go on September 20th to California to Area 51. And you'll get all the answers.
No, are you going there?
No.
I'm not.
Well, then go.
I'm not going there.
Yeah, you should go.
No. Why would I do that?
Get on one of their rockets.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, steal an alien.
Why would I go there?
Go
Why would I go there?
Area 51.
Why would I go there?
So you can get all the answers about the world.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They know everything there.
You see, you guys don't know enough to ask an intelligent question.
Watch this.
You don't have enough information.
By the simple fact that you're saying that the earth is flat, we can all know that we're more intelligent than you.